Welcome back, guys. So, again, my name is Airo, one of the admins of Tarot Page Philippines. So, right now, we will be discussing something very relevant to the tarot cards. Now, sometime I was asked, why is it I prefer to use tarot cards in form of my reading? Well, besides that, it is my interest to read tarot cards. There, it is very versatile in nature. If you're going to do your own research, you will notice that it is connected to a lot of other divination items or materials or whatnot. One of them, well, if I could name a few, actually, you could connect it to the Merkaba, sacred geometry. We also have the chakras. We also have palm reading. We also have the tree of life. And one of them that I am also interested in learning is also, besides the zodiac signs, is also numerology. Now, I'm going to provide you some quick insights on how to use numerology in connection with the tarot cards. Now, we understand that the tarot cards have 78 decks, or 78 cards, I should say, 56 of which are the minor arcana, starting with 1 as the ace, and then proceeding up to number 10. Then also with the court card, starting with the page, the knight, the queen, and all, of course, the king. Now, there are a lot of possible meanings for each number, but let me give you at least a brief idea on what are the meaning of the numbers for each one of them. Let's start with the card of the number one, I should say. Number one in basic numerology, it is about pioneering. It's about independence, attaining individuality. It is the yang energy in the yin yang aspect. It is the primordial power of creation. It is the source, or what they call the source itself. So that is the meaning of number one in general terms. Proceeding, we have the number two. Number two in general talks about partnership. It talks about adaptability, consideration of others. Of course, as partnering, the balance, the union. And it also is the yin balance, or the yin card, or the yin number, the yin aspect of the yin yang concept. So it is the coming of two forces as one forces of the number one becoming two, that they have in partnership or connection with each other. Now, proceeding the number three, it talks about basically communication. It is the coming of the number two and the number one together, whereas there is the verbalization and the socialization of what is needs to be done. It is also the start of the arts, the joy of living. It is the interaction and also the neutrality. So if you're going to look at it, you can see it as part of the Trinity, that there are three aspects, but all of them work as one. Moving forward, we have also the number four. So this is the number of order, the number of struggle against limits. So this is where the breaking point, that is, they need to break out and break through, so that they, in order for the number four represents that those aspects. It is also the number of growth, the number of foundation. In some aspects, it's also called the number of celebration, because and when it's connected to the tarot cards, four of wands, and even under the four of pentacles as well. Now, number five, this is the number of expression. This is the number of action. This is the number where visions and adventure come together as their melting point. This is the use of the freedom in a very constructive manner, that is that will bring forth not just blessing for the individual, but also to those na malapit sa paligid niya. This is the creative aspect of that we have, that will influence greatly the environment that we have. So number six is the number of this is the number of nurturing. It is a number actually of reminiscence, going back to the past, and also the protective number. It is also the number of responsibility, that we need to take ownership of what we are doing, that we are doing this not because we want to do it, but it is out of the heart. Number 7 is the number of, for me, it is the number of wisdom. It is also in some aspects, it's also known as a number of knowledge. Now, it also brings down the number 7. It also talks about meditation and consciousness, and most of the time, understanding. It is the coming of the expression of this number that we are given a higher consciousness of understanding what it is that is around us and within us, so that in conjunction with that, we are able to provide further development, not just to ourselves but also to the whole of the consciousness. Now, number 8 is one of the numbers that other people love because it is the number of power. Now, in my before, I heard that the number 8 was also used as a number, or the symbol of the Holy Spirit, because when you turn it at one side, regardless if it's on left or right, it will give you the sign of infinity. And the sign of infinity in the old times was used as a symbol of the Holy Spirit, and which is the Spirit of God, the Spirit of the one that is convincing or convicting the souls of men. But this is also the card, the number of power. It is the higher source. But with power, of course, sabi nga nila, comes great responsibility. So it also talks about sacrifices, because what if you have that power, you are given the ability to rule, to influence, and because of that, there is a greater responsibility that is upon you. So certain sacrifices must be made. It is not for your it's not just because you want to do the sacrifice, but it is for the common good that sacrifices are being made to attain this level. And also up to number 9, we have also the humanitarian. This is the number of humanitarian. This is the number of giving, the creative expression. This is the higher level of change, because although you have the power, and you can make change, but the reason behind the change that you're doing will be questioned. This is where number 9 talks about that. It talks about the selflessness. It is the number where you are given the capacity to be a vessel of blessings, to be a vessel where dadaluyan ka ng help that will be coming from the heavens. Just like in the card of the magician, where the magician is pointing towards the heavens and pointing towards the earth. This is like the symbol of the number 9 that you're doing. It talks about you being the vessel. And finally, the number 10. Number 10 is the end of the cycle, or the perfection. Now, this is a card where all things work together. The number where all things come together and also provide a blessing, not just for you, but also for those within its circles. Now, guys, these numbers may change, meanings may change, or some of the meanings may intensify depending on the minor card that it is connected with. Remember, there are 4 elements connected to these cards, and each number will have a corresponding effect on the element that you are reading, or you are understanding, and you are trying to express on yourself. Now, we will be talking about soon further information that will help you in further understanding the tarot cards itself. Now, I would like to invite you to please click the subscribe button and hit also the like. And please leave a comment on what do you think we should be providing more, what discussions or anything that will help us in improving the service we are providing. Please also don't forget to like us and Facebook as Start Page Philippines, and also on Instagram, same name. Again, my name is Aero. Thank you for watching, and hope you see you very soon, guys. Thanks.